Good morning, my awesome friends and followers of this outstanding channel, and to the members. I haven't forgot you. Thank you for those that continue to stick with me and join as members. I appreciate it. This morning's rant went on a bit long. However, there was lots of issues that I wanted to discuss, and that's thanks to you. You send me messages, and you know what? I will tell you this. Every morning, and I think about twice a day. Yeah, about twice a day. Twice a day, I phone my parents and we have a chat. And my dad tells me what's annoying him, and I find out loads of things from different people. And listen, and I see what's going on. But there's a few things now that I should have mentioned this morning I didn't. Every one of us, I hope, is going to make it to Christmas. But on the lead and the run up to Christmas, we're all going to go to the shops and buy our turkeys or our, I don't know, our leg of lamb or whatever it may be, beef, doesn't pork, whatever. We're going to buy all these meats. But what else are we going to buy? We're going to buy alcohol, aren't we? We're going to buy alcohol. Everyone likes a little drink over Christmas. But all these massive supermarkets are forcing self-checkouts onto us, aren't they? Go to self-checkout, go to self-checkout. But they fail at Christmas time. When it comes to holiday season, these checkouts fail. Because there's nothing worse than going to a checkout, scanning your food, and then the red light going on. We need to see if you're over 18. Now, can you imagine the amount of people on the lead up to Christmas going to shops to self-checkout as they force us, go, please, no, mister, down here, self-checkout, and we have alcohol. It's shit. Nobody likes to have to wait. Now, can you imagine the amount of people buying alcohol at Christmas time and the self-checkouts going mad with the little red light flashing or the amber light flashing and having to wait? So what do we do instead? We queue up at the checkouts, don't we? We want humans to serve us. And this is why the other day when my parents were there, they could see these things happening. They could see that people have given up on the self-checkout. We don't want to be served by a fucking robot, do we? We want a human. And the reason why, and this winds me up, because when you are in these shops and you're queuing up for a human to serve you, they still try and get you to go to self-checkout because they are lunatics. They do not realise that we, the public, are trying to keep them in with the job. So we want a human to serve us. If you keep sending us to self-checkouts, you're going to end up unemployed. So until you come up with a system that lets us buy alcohol to self-checkout, I think we will continue to go to human beings. It's just a wind-up. And another thing, whenever you go to these shopping centres, and my parents pointed this out the other day, pensioners, many pensioners have disabilities now because they're old. They're not just because they're old, but they have ailments. I've got a trapped nerve in my right hip at the minute. Not right hip, that's a lie. My right groin, and I keep going over on the right hand side. I need to get that fixed. But as well as this, when you go to these massive shops, you have two types of parking. You've parent and child, and you've got disabled. Why is it that the parent and child always outnumber the disabled? Because not only do we have pensioners and annealing citizens, we've got tens of thousands of amputees. We've tens of thousands of soldiers that have lost limbs in war. And we can't seem to find a parking space at these massive shops anymore. Because they're all taken up, aren't they? Now, in America, they've got veterans only spots, disabled spots, and parent and child. But over here, no. No one gives a shit, do they? It's a struggling situation to get a parking space now at a shopping centre. I mean, it's shameful the way shops treat disabled people and also the way the government treat them as well. I'm actually walking down this path. It's really lovely, actually. Wait, I'll let you have a look. Look. I love walking down here. Yeah. And this morning I should have mentioned more about benefits. Sir Keir Starmer, right? And Rachel Reeves, the crime minister, and the crime minister and the chancellor, huh? Yep, they want to get everyone off benefits and back into work, and rightly so. They need them. They need everyone on benefits to get back into work, or else who's going to pay for the economic migrants? Who's going to pay for those guys and girls? Well, mainly guys, innit? That's why they do it. So they want to force people that aren't well off benefits, you know. Next thing you know, and we're going that way now. Where people that are disabled are being forced to limp on a stick in Tesco's to pick up trolleys and stuff. I mean, you can see people that are clearly broken being forced into work in order to pay for the spongers arriving in Dover. It's shocking behaviour in it, but that's where we're going with this here. That's where we're going. Yep. Oh, and I had an email this morning from YouTube, my YouTube partner. Listen, my YouTube partner guy, he's great. He is fantastic. He does great work, actually, I must admit. We speak, and he's the only one that gives me sense. But I had to point this out, because people say to me in the chat sometimes, Trevor, what about your silver plaque for 100,000 subscribers? The fact is, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going to receive a 100,000 subscriber plaque, because my channel goes against guidelines, because I talk about the news and I talk about subjects that YouTube doesn't want me to talk about. I talk about BLM, I talk about the LGBTQ plus community, I talk about migrants, I talk about the election, I talk about the lockdown, I talk about Donald Trump, I talk about the Prime Minister. So because I talk about Harry and Meghan, so because I talk about subjects which are taboo at YouTube's guidelines and policies, they won't give you out these type of plaques, which is quite strange. And I think it's to do with mass reporting as well. But anyway, listen, at the end of the day, I'm not going to change my channel. I'm not going to change things around. I'll just keep moving forward. It's only a fucking plaque. I'm just going to keep moving forward and do me. Listen, thanks for listening to my second rant today. Have a wonderful day, people. And listen, you want to support me? Go on Amazon, buy one of my books, First into Sang and Exploitation, and once you've read it, leave a review, and I would very much appreciate it. Have a great day and stay safe.